Amieya Walters and the Clovis Cougars moving on to the semifinals of the Joe Smith Division Nike Tournament of Champions. 17 points for this phenomenal young woman, 10 in the second half. Huge rebounds, huge defensive stops. Even when the three-pointer wasn't falling, you ladies just never quit, attacking the basket, getting to the free throw line against one of the great programs ever in Nevada and on the West Coast. What's in your heart right now, Amieya?
I'm just glad we pulled through. When threes weren't falling like yesterday, we really stepped it up on the defensive end. We knew what we had to do. We had to stop the bigs, and that's what won us our game.
You've played great teams already, right? Stockton, St. Mary's, and Winter Haven, San Ramon Valley, Prairie. I don't know, how many lineups you have faced or you will face that have the length that they do, right? I mean, Nation Williams is a problem in and of herself, and they've got about 3 others, Just how much heart and grit and will did it take for this group where you're often the tallest woman on the court representing Clovis?
We knew we're small. We're always going to be one of the smaller teams. So we know if we play with grit, if we play intense, and we play on the defensive end instead of focusing so much on offense, that's what wins our game. We have to be the most brave team on the floor, the most courageous team on the floor. That's what wins games.
So when you see Sadie Hines diving for that loose ball and a girl lands on top of her, when you see Jada Walton diving into the front row, what does that do just for inspiration and motivation, just to pick the team up?
Seeing our teammates dive on the floor, let's not make them dive on the floor for nothing, you know what I mean? If they're diving on the floor, let's might as well go get that rebound against the 6'8" girls. That's what wins it,
Obviously, you've been in the Stockton St. Mary's game, you were in the San Ramon Valley game, you're in the Prairie game, and talking with Cooper and Sadie yesterday, Sadie Sin, it's kind of like we just need to be able to finish. How validating, how affirming is it today, that you ladies were up the majority of the second half, and then all of a sudden, they close, and it gets really tight, and your group rose to the occasion, learned from those previous moments where maybe it hurt a little bit and it was disappointing and frustrating. So how uplifting is that today?
It shows us we can do anything we put our mind to. It's all a mentality thing. If we don't have our mentality, if we don't say we're gonna win this game, then we're not gonna win. Your best supporter is yourself, and we have to remember that.
So obviously, I know this group come February wants to be at Selland. You're going to be on the show court tomorrow in the semifinals. It's going to be one of the best in the Central section, the Clovis Cougars, against one of the best in the San Diego section, the Francis Parker Lancers. Again, all of the games that you played thus far, but this is a really significant moment for this group, like a really big measuring stick and an opportunity to be are we that team that we believe we can be? How powerful is that? How meaningful is that, Amieya?
That means a lot because that's what we've been working for all summer. We had our downs, but now we're gonna have our ups, and we're not gonna go back down. So.
Awesome. Again, 17 points, 10 in the second half. Even when the threes were falling, I never thought I would ever see you ladies win a game when Sadie Sin doesn't make a three-pointer, but it's all good because she made free throws. So many people did. Unsung heroes, too numerous to name, but this was an absolute star in Amieya Walters. 17 points, 10 in the second half, victorious against Las Vegas Centennial to advance to the semifinals of the Joe Smith Division, and best of luck against Parker.
Thank you.